Friendship supreme. Friendship supreme. Finding the geek within.
Hey everybody, I'm Michael.
This is Cleve.
Welcome back to an exciting installment of AniMay-nia.
You added something.
AniMay-nia. Yeah. Yep, it's the month of May. And the word anime includes the month of May. And if we know anything about the internet, if there's a chance to reference the month of May
and anime
and May and possibly Justin Timberlake, it's gonna be May.
What about the Animaniacs?
I'm thinking also May from Overwatch.
All these are
There's
solid.
a lot of Mays. But anyways, we have decided that we are going to bring you guys a small tidbit installment on Thursdays. Cleve had the great idea. Did you see it somewhere? Is it a thing? Is this a thing?
I don't know. I saw something that said anime and then a schedule of shows that were coming up. And I thought, I've not watched anime in a long time. I don't know why I keep saying it like that.
Yeah.
Anime. But I thought, why not explore out there and watch more episodes of random things?
Yeah. So the idea was kind of to broaden our horizons as well. Cleve and I both watch some anime, but probably not as much as
Could always
we used
watch
to.
more, yeah.
Agreed. So the idea is that every Thursday of this month, you will get one, possibly additional ones. I don't know. I think we said Thursday, but depends on how this goes.
Well, it's because I thought of it this week, and the only date that has not passed already that gives us enough time to post this is Thursday.
That works. Toonami Thursdays. That was a thing. I think
Exactly.
It was Tuesday, but whatever. So anyways, we're going to watch the first episode of anime. This one was recommended to us, and if you guys have a recommendation, let us know, and we will watch that one. But we watched Samurai Flamenco.
I kept wanting to say flamingo the entire time.
I am kind of curious. I was told very specifically not to look anything up about this anime before watching it, so I didn't. So I'm hoping to figure out why flamenco is the name.
Maybe that's part of the joke, because it to me seemed very lighthearted. But I also didn't look anything up.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that we've talked about is that almost every anime's first episode is going to be kind of boring because it's set up.
That's another reason why I wanted to do this, is because I wanted to see, like, there's some big ones that have just really slow first episodes. And if you don't get to watch it, I purposely stopped myself from watching the second episode of this because I didn't want to have it change my opinion one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
But it was an intro for sure.
So we have introduced really to only two characters that seem to matter at this point.
Yes.
Masayoshi Hazama and Hidenori Goto, which weirdly one of them goes by Masayoshi, the other one goes by Goto, so I'm not great with Japanese name conventions, so
that one made sense to me because Gato was a police officer.
So like going by like your last name.
Or was he a police officer or was he just like a security guard?
No, he's a police officer. Just was on a bike and not as cool. But no, at one point in time he was like, I could have arrested you for being indecent.
Yeah. I'm no one suspicious is the most suspicious thing you can say.
So at one point in time, Goto, the first time he meets Masayoshi, is that he sees him in an alleyway making weird noises. And yes, Masayoshi yells out, or Goto says, "Who is that?" And he yells, "No one's suspicious."
as he stands naked in an alleyway.
Because he was beating up on a drunk guy who was smoking out in public.
So I don't know this about you or not, but to me, an anime can be made or broken on an intro song. And to me, this one was very bland.
I
It
could see
was
that.
okay.
It was. The two that I've been watching lately are One Punch Man and Hunter x Hunter. So both have, in my opinion, really good. Both very different, considering One Punch Man feels like a heavy metal intro, but no, yeah, it seems like a light, contemporary, easy going song.
That might be a project for me later, is to compile all of my favorite ones and then just make you listen to all of them and see your opinion and see if we match or not. Also, we watched this on Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll goes hard on the ads.
If you watch it for free, yeah. If you want to pay them, they won't make you watch the ads. But I think I watched 20 ads.
So, like, I saw the video broken down into 3 parts at the bottom. I was like, 3 ads. I can deal with 3 ads. Each break was about 5 ads, maybe.
To a point, because I was cooking while watching, to a point where I actually thought my phone was broken. Or like it just went to a new one, so I had to close out the app, reopen it, and go again.
Yeah, it messes you up when it does an advertisement for another anime. Because I'm like, oh, it started again. And I'm paying attention. And I'm like, oh, no. Different show, which I'm kind of curious about Dr. Stone because of
the fact that he's just eating ramen. But no, okay, so coming into it, it seems like a superhero anime.
It seems like a superhero anime, but almost. Did you ever see Defendor with Woody Harrelson?
I did not.
It was almost like I'm a self-made superhero, but I'm not really a superhero, and I really don't have it down.
It kind of reminded me of Kick-Ass in the same way that you're talking about it.
The same way. Yeah, that's what this really reminded me of, which wasn't bad.
Super once that scene started. Like, yeah, no, it definitely was rough a couple times because the main character, Masayoshi, wants to be a superhero. I don't know, like, I thought it was really wholesome. This whole, like, as a kid, I always wanted to be one, and I refused to give up on it. And even though, I don't have powers, I'm going to figure something out. And so he just keeps getting up and going out and doing it.
Yeah, and it's curious the innocence behind this character because he seems really almost naive.
Yes. He seems super naive.
And trusting, and I feel like their friendship built almost too easily because I found you naked in an alleyway, and now we watch old TV shows together in your theater apartment.
I think it's the idea that here's someone that wants to be a better person, and you're a cop, and you have to deal with dickheads.
Yeah, I could see that. Also, I enjoy the first crime he tries to stop, which is some guy just jaywalking and smoking, and he tries to stop him, and the guy punches him in the face because leave me alone.
In fairness, had the guy known, because he goes by Samurai Flamenco, had Samurai Flamenco known that he also cut in front of the line, I think he would have been more than just and beaten the crap out of the guy.
You know what was also kind of interesting is it was almost maybe a Punisher mindset. Like there's only right, and Mr. A would be a better example, but I don't think very many people know who that is.
I'm not familiar with Mr. A.
But it's basically like it's right or it's wrong. There's no middle ground. And so for him to take those crimes so seriously was what was interesting. So I enjoy Masayoshi calling Gato and being like, hey, I screwed up. I went out and I picked a fight with these kids, and now these kids are chasing me through a neighborhood. Like, gets his butt kicked, stands his ground, gives this ongoing speech like something was going to go down for him, and then just gets annihilated again.
Yeah, he does get the crap beaten out of him by a bunch of teenagers.
A lot like Kick-Ass, like you were saying.
Yeah,
That's a really solid.
That's all I kept thinking about when he's getting beat up. Is the scene where I don't even remember the kid's name anymore, but he was getting the crap beaten out of him. No, apparently he wants to be the Samurai Flamenco because of a cartoon character or TV show character that he saw from a TV show. I think it was called Sunshine, but the character was Harakiri Sunshine.
Yeah.
Which, by
like
the
that.
way, I have to imagine it's partly kind of a joke or a jab. But so I'm assuming because Harakiri, I believe, is killing yourself. I know seppuku is, but I believe Harakiri is another form or way to say when a samurai would kill themselves in honor, like to honor their fallen shogun. And so I don't know if you watched, it was a weird scene where he had to get his superpower suit. He jabbed himself in the stomach and then cut across, and then he turned into a superhero.
I do remember that.
And so that's the form of cutting yourself open.
And it almost bled out kind of looking.
It was super weird. So I'm not sure I understand the cartoon that the show that he enjoyed so much, but he showed it to the cop, Goto, and Goto kind of, again, I think it's like a little brother almost, is the feeling. I
can see that.
Like he's an older brother for him.
Did you, because I was Googling pictures trying to muster up pictures and stuff. You should be seeing it on the video. Did you get a relationship-ish vibe from him? Between the two of them, no. Because it might have just been a clickbait thumbnail, but one of them was like, "Oh, are they? Does Masayoshi interested in Gato?" And I was like, I mean, he was. I don't know. I think
Masayoshi just really wants a friend.
Yeah,
that he can be like genuine with, and that was a big thing. So Masayoshi's a model apparently. And has a ton of money and is super rich. A
successful bail model, yeah.
Yeah. And I think he just wants a friend that likes him for him being a quote-unquote superhero.
I like the ramen reference type thing that they were doing. The types of ramen and, if you want
talking about curry rice and udon?
Yeah, curry rice.
Whether or not he wants curry rice, but should he settle for curry udon? And he's like, well, I mean, you're still getting curry. And he's like, no, it's not the same.
I want that rice. I need the rice.
Oh, man. But
and then I like how it ended with he just calling him again and like I screwed up. I'm curious if watching the other ones, if that would be a continuous thing and that would always happen.
I like to think that at some point he becomes successful at what he's doing.
I don't know, because some of the pictures and stuff, it almost looked like a Power Ranger team.
Ah, good. And
the exit intro, the outro, had like so many more characters in it. Yes. I mean, of course, obviously, but there was 3 women who I don't think I've ever seen.
No. Yeah, no, there were a lot of characters, both in intro and exit, I believe, or outro, that I was unfamiliar with. So, Cleve, out of a ranking of 1 Dragon Ball to 7 Dragon Balls, how good was this anime for you?
And again, just to be clear, we are saying having only 1 Dragon Ball or having 7 Dragon Balls, not the individual Dragon Balls themselves.
The individual Dragon Balls do not have any better significance over any other one.
I just want to be clear. Okay, I would say
5 Dragon Ball. It's the best Dragon Ball.
I would. For some reason, Gohan like had the 4 on his hat, and he was really pumped about it for whatever. Anyway,
yeah.
We'll move on. I would give it a 4 star.
I cut out like 40 minutes of Cleve talking about Dragon Balls, guys.
I would give it 4 individual Dragon Balls held in my hands, because although it didn't give me a lot to go off of, just the one episode, I am curious about the outcome of the
That
rest
is my
of the
next
episode.
question: is would you want to continue watching it?
I would give it a couple more episodes, but my time has become more valuable than it used to be. I'm older now. I don't
And
have
you're
much time
famous,
left.
so
And I'm famous. So it can only I can only put so much into you. I've watched
ugh.
animes. Well, no. I've watched animes before where I got to the end and I was like, I wasted my time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you got to be careful about stuff like that. I went on a binge of Googling best anime endings and only watched those anime because I was worried I would get disappointed again. But this one, as just a blanketed intro, it wasn't terrible. I'm curious. I would give it having 4 individual Dragon Balls in my hands, not the 4-star Dragon Ball. What about you?
Cleve is so worried about making sure that you know it is 4 balls that he actually has in his hand, not just the 4 ball. I would be
What
the
about
same, man. No, I'm real curious. This was recommended specifically to us, and I actually enjoyed it. I think it was kind of wholesome feeling. It's definitely different because, again, I've been watching a lot of One Punch Man. So different watching someone that just gets the snot beaten out of him constantly, as opposed to Sadama, who I'm sure I said that wrong, but the One Punch Man, when he obliterates everything.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen an anime necessarily that made me think like this. But I mean, it also wasn't, in my opinion, the ones about little boys in high school aren't going to be exciting to me.
Ooh,
Just,
that's the one I'm gonna make us watch. Orin High School, I think is what it's called.
I mean, we can watch it and we can review it, but I just understand that
Yeah,
that one's
no,
probably
definitely.
not for me.
Yeah, but no, 4 stars are 4 Dragon Balls inside a cup, and I would watch it again. But anyways,
I don't know if I would revisit this one. I would watch the next one. Is that what
I
you're
wouldn't.
saying?
Yeah, I guess you're
Okay.
right. I wouldn't want to rewatch the first episode. I want to continue watching this series. Is what I'm saying.
I would continue the story. Yeah, agreed.
That being said, if you guys have any suggestions about any anime you guys would like us to check out, let us know. We're always looking for fun stuff to watch, even after anime is over.
Anime is never over.
AniMay-nia.
Oh, AniMay-nia. Yeah, that ends. Hit us up on our social media. We have a Facebook, we have an Instagram, we have a Twitter. They are all Friendship Supreme except for Twitter. Twitter has no eyes in the word friendship because all eyes are typically on our YouTube page, which is youtube.com/Friendship Supreme. Just kidding. You have to search us, but soon. We also have an email, which is friendship.supreme@gmail.com. And check out our Patreon, which is patreon.com/Friendship Supreme. That one's real.
I want that more than I want the blue check. I need youtube.com/Friendship Supreme before I get the blue check.
I don't know, man. There's something. You know what's so funny about the blue check? It's so small, but it's so significant. Let you know you've made it. But you know what? There's YouTubers that I watch that I know are big that I looked up on Instagram and they don't have the check, and it's insulting.
I mean, I think you have to ask for it. So
can we just ask for it? What are the credentials?
Get someone on that.
I'm gonna look it up.
All right. But anyways, I've been Michael.
This is Cleve, and I've screwed up. Put something in an anime that nobody wants.
Tentacle porn.
Okay. I don't know what anime you watched that I didn't watch.
Yeah.